Good morning, everybody. How was your sleep last night? Is everybody bright-eyed and bushy-tailed? Or are you like me and you need a little picker-upper? I'll hold this close because I need it. Good morning. Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about sleep and sleep solutions. That's what you really want to know, is sleep solutions. So, and I'm going to take a lot of questions today. If you haven't been to my earlier talk, I just want to tell you my name is Judy and I teach for various health organizations around Calgary, and I teach parenting for the last 17 years, and I have 5 children. See, when you're sleep deprived, you forget, right? I think I had 5. I counted 5 this morning around my table. And they range in age from 8 to 19. And I have to tell you, nobody gets up in my house now before noon. I go out for meetings now, and I come home and my kids are still sleeping. So it does come. When your youngest child reaches age 5, you will probably be sleeping most nights, for sure. Now, I'm just going to undress a bit here because I feel kind of funny talking in my dressing gown. So this isn't a strip show. So that's a little bit about me. And you'll see up here on the sleepless nights. Oh, I don't have how many sleepless nights. I've spent a few of them. Anyone done an all-nighter at the Children's Hospital yet? No? Oh, that's fun. Thank goodness you don't get too many of those in parenting. But like I said, you will find your sleep again. So, why is sleep important? Why is it important for you? Why do you need sleep? For patience, for functioning, for getting through the day, right? They say that when we are sleep deprived, it's almost like driving drunk. That's how impaired you are. And when you're in the fog of raising babies and toddlers, it's almost like you're going through the motions, and it's hard to think, it's hard to remember things, and definitely it's very hard to be patient when you're parenting, right? So sleep is important, but through the early years, you grab it when you can. It's also important for children to get sleep too. And if one thing parents know is you cannot force a child to sleep. You can facilitate the conditions so that they sleep, but you can't make them. That's one of those other 4 things of parenting you can't control, which is eating, toileting, and learning. Sleeping is one of them too. So every child is different. They have their own sleep patterns. And if you read any parenting book on sleep, you notice there's one chapter missing. And that's the chapter about your child and his or her individual sleep patterns. Some children can get by on as little as 7 hours a night. Some children need 16. And generally, they keep those same sleep patterns all the way through their childhood and their adulthood. We all know adults that can get by on 4 hours a night, right? They're the type A people who run the world. Although those people are always in the Tim Hortons coffee lineup. And we also know parents that need their 12 hours a night. And when you have a little baby impeding your ability to get sleep, that can be really, really hard. Really hard. So I'm going to try and tell you some tricks on how to get sleep. So let's start with recommendations. The current recommendations are that your child is on their backs in an approved crib and in the parent's room for the first 6 months, just in order to facilitate breastfeeding and getting up through the night. We realize babies don't sleep through the night at least until after 6 months, and then not even so. So that's the recommendations. I also know there are many families that co-sleep at one point or the other. Either babies start out in your bed and you move them to their own sleeping environment, or they end up in your bed halfway through the night.